Welcome back to Dragon's Dogma Showcase. I took the time to take care of some business. Went back to Grand Soren, dropped off some stuff. And now we're ready to continue on. Sometimes these guys show back up when you leave. Oh look, yeah, they're back. So we get to kill these guys again.
On my way.
Two arms.
Very well.
Sever the tail to weaken the beast. I've been drenched.
Yes, sever the tail. I'll sever the tail. Strike the tail.
Sever the tail to weaken the
Rare fisheye stone.
Don't worry yourself, man.
Two arms.
Is that all you have to do?
I'll sever the tail. Strike the tail.
It's dead. Sever the tail.
That's all.
We
Very
have
worth the
triumphed.
effort.
Been drenched.
I'll dispel the only. Your ills are
Stay
cured.
alert. Seems fairly shallow.
Soaked to the bone.
Your ills are cured.
I'll warrant this was a proud wall once. Perhaps there's aught nearby yet. I'll take that.
Treasure, perhaps?
I'll take that. Try to keep those knives out of their pawns' hands because they'll throw them. And they're pretty powerful, especially for your fighters. If you want them to have something to throw straight at something because they don't have an arc, they just go straight. So you can use those sometimes to,
See no lookout.
when you know you're going to be fighting a lot of stuff in the air, give them to your fighter. They'll have a way to fight, a way to attack. Give them to warriors too. Only problem is they're limited in your ability to acquire them.
'Tis an imposing sight from so close.
Drenched!
Got some goblins up there in the distance. That's right, you go, you three go over and soak yourselves to the bone. Soak to the bone.
I'll dispel the ailment.
Goblins in for a rude awakening.
Must have washed up here.
Party's over, jackasses.
Still holds cargo.
I'll take them.
Being drenched! Careful! It needs to coat us in oil! Keep in numbers! A weakling is a weakling still! Soak to the bone! Get rid of the stone thrower first!
Did it!
Your ills are cured.
What's that?
Loot up, guys.
Careful! A goblin! I'll fill it with arrows!
I'll take that.
Goblin!
I'll aid you with bonfire! We'll drop them in a single charge! That horn will draw more of its kind! Aim for the head! After an end of that stone caster.
We have triumphed.
This looks interesting. I'll take that.
Make sure we loot up.
This open space is a welcome change from those narrow roads. Treasure, perhaps?
This game literally has treasure everywhere. Sure, there's nothing up here.
Take care, you aren't soaked in water.
Yeah, I really hope in Dragon Dogma 2 they have some sort of camping system. So you don't have to do that thing I do where I drop the port crystal and teleport back to town.
I'll dispel the ailment.
It's not really a bad system that they have now. It's just doesn't feel like you're really adventuring. I mean, you should be able to camp out here. Maybe they can put that in as a survival option or something like that. I don't know. I know a lot of people like the game just as it is. They run everywhere anyway. They don't pick up anything.
Ever calm in battle. Bide your time, then strike.
So if they put enough options in the, give you enough options, you know, people can play it their way. So hopefully they do it like that. People who like this way of playing it will get exactly what they want, and people like me who would like a few changes can play it their way, you know? It's all about options. And thankfully, a lot of developers are getting better about that with the games they make. You know, I think The Witcher 3 is probably one of the prime examples of really being able to turn on and off stuff so that you can change your level of immersion or whatnot. They seem like they were one of the first to really do that and do it well. Now, this has probably been my favorite action RPG of all time.
Rills are cured.
Years ago, when I first played Daggerfall, The Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, I foresaw that being my favorite RPG franchise of all time. But when Skyrim came out and they really like dumbed down everything, that game kind of lost its title for me. Some people like Skyrim the way it is, and I'm not saying it's not a good game. It is a good game. It's a very fun game, but it's not what I envisioned as its potential when I first saw it and played Daggerfall. It's a shadow of what it was when it was Daggerfall. And after that came Dragon Age Origins, which I thought was going to be my next favorite game, action RPG of all time. But of course, they dumbed their system down too. And of course, the game they made, Dragon Age Inquisition, is still a great game, but it's not what I saw as the game's potential. And I just hope that with Dragon Dogma 2, we don't see the same thing. You don't see him just drop the potential of the system in order to dumb it down for the masses. I hope we don't see that, man. I hope I can do stuff like this, feel like I'm really adventuring.
This looks interesting.
These open, wide spaces. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, that's just a waste of time." But
What's that?
you know, when you play like I do, it really helps to immerse the game. These big open spaces like that.
All this open space spurs the desire to run, aimless and free.
That's right, Keto. That's right.
What's that?
We'll farm these guys here. I really like like a food system in the next Dragon Age, Dragon's Dogma 2. You know, and maybe that could be as an option as well. You know, if you want to immerse yourself and use the food system, it can be an option. If you don't like it, if you like it like it is, you don't have to use it. Options, guys, options. To me, that's the best way to make an RPG nowadays, is to give players as many options as possible to play the game the way they want to play it. And to me, that's how you make a game that serves every gamer's needs and sets it up to be the greatest game possible. If every gamer is able to play the game with the options they choose the way they want to, it sets the game up to be, you know, the best RPG ever. People can play it exactly as they want to. Just make sure you include everything and make it optional. You know, one of the big problems they had with Red Dead Redemption 2 was they kind of forced some of the survival stuff on you. Of course, a person like me liked it. A lot of other people did not. If they could have made that stuff optional to turn it on and turn it off, you wouldn't have so many complaints about the game. You'd have people that really loved it for the survivability aspects, and you'd have the people who loved it since they could turn them off and not have to deal with it. But enough about that stuff. I've been on that for about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes now. Let's just explore Dragon's Dogma. Let's see here. Which way do you want to go? There's the miner's tool shed. We'll hit that up real quick. And then head south a little bit. We'll come back around here after we go to Blood Beach.
'Tis far stronger than a common goblin.
Is that all you have for me? Don't worry yourself. I'll handle it. That was a waste of time.
I'll aid you with bonfire. Goblin in the hell is their chief commander.
What's that?
Yeah, that team, this team just handles them, dude.
Treasure, perhaps?
It's fun to just watch these pawns work, man. They just when they're built up right, they just
Seems it's been a while since
it's like watching a movie, man. They just destroy shit, dude. And the only time you have to help is on the really big monsters, you know. Otherwise, they'll kill everything themselves. Let's see. I think there's an egg or something around here. Got to get on top of the house, though. There's something up here. Nah. Alright, let's head south. I want to try to get to Caverns of Delusion before I cut this video off. Should be able to make it pretty easily. Maybe even a little further. It's getting a bit dark here. Put the lantern on.
Salt in the air.
Oh, look at here.
Hobgoblin! It is a formidable foe.
Of course, with the assassin, I could just kill all those guys, but you know, what fun is that?
Goblin in the helm is their chief.
Let the pawns have some fun.
We have triumphed.
Gotta let the pawns have some fun.
I'll take that.
There's some treasure around here somewhere. There's something over there.
Let's have a look.
Got some gobbies over there.
Incredible view. I cannot see another shore. Do you suppose the sea continues into eternity?
Yeah, I have high hopes for Dragon's Dogma 2. I hope it does not disappoint.
Cast a monster down below and it won't soon return.
And hopefully videos like this, just in case the developers are watching, can give them
I'll
some
take that.
ideas. You know, you're rarely going to see somebody walk around and play like I do. But for developers, this kind of reaffirms that there are people like me out there that do play like this. It's not what the masses do, but some of us do play this way.
Hobgoblin! It is a formidable foe. Goblin!
Aye.
I shall take on a strong. Ice is effective.
We have triumphed.
Strength in numbers arisen.
What's that?
Got a nest up there.
this?
Got an egg, a golden egg. Yeah. Let's see, Keto, give me that golden egg. See, what I usually do here is I keep a couple of airtight containers on me just for stuff like this. Got some goblin fires over there. A rock just sitting out there chilling. Yeah, when you walk through this area over here, you get a sense that the game really was just partially completed.
I'll take that.
They got a lot of stuff sitting out here that just really has no meaning. And it seems like they could have done a lot more with it. Now, me, I just have fun exploring still, but, you know. Feels like they had
What's this?
more in mind when they were putting this area together over here. I mean, you got these huge fires over here, and then when you get there, you know, yeah, there's some fighting, but it's not... I mean, you'd expect, well, with those fires going, maybe there's something big going on there that really isn't, you know? I mean, you fight a little bit, but... feels like they might have had a bigger plan for it. You gotta be careful on these edges, man. Sometimes these pawns, they'll just commit suicide. So you don't want to really be looking directly at the cliff all the time, because they'll just jump off sometimes. Let Keto grab that stuff over there.
Mind the edge, Master. Even
It's
you
far
didn't
stronger
survive
than a
such
common
fall.
goblin.
Careful! A goblin! Only the weak goes to you. Hobgoblins are weak against the cold.
Goblins feel like fire. far stronger than a common goblin.
Strength in numbers arisen. Mind the edge, Master. Even you wouldn't survive such a fall.
This looks interesting.
Goblins camping out here, but not much going on, to be honest.
I'll take that.
What's that?
We're about to the Cave of Delusions now.
What's your footing, Master?
Tis far stronger than a common goblin.
These guys respawned over here. That's about all that really goes on over here, is they just respawn.
The ranged ones are mine.
I shall take on the strong. Weak in numbers. A weakling is a weakling.
I cannot reach its armor!
That was a waste of time. Did it?
What's that?
Goblin!
Strength in numbers arisen.
A hobgoblin arisen! Be wary!
You need to pad your goblin numbers. And just keep fighting these guys over here if you want to.
We have triumphed.
Can't quite make that jump. So a lot of people just kind of assume there's nothing down here.
Carefully. I'm certain a way forward will present itself.
They walk right past the Cave of Delusions, but it's over here. Sometimes there's a wake stone down here. I think somebody said you have to use the wake stones you find before others will spawn. I don't see one down there. Down here is the pathway to the Cave of Delusions. You can get back up from right here.
We might find aught of use here, Master. I suggest we search.
You hear them say that a lot when there's a wake stone around, but there wasn't one up there. They're pretty easy to spot when you see them sitting on the ground. Really feels like they had something else planned for this area. You know, you got a cave with a name and everything, but nothing really goes on here.
Treasure, perhaps?
I think it'd been cool if they had like a hydra come up out of that water.
Cannot help but recall that fateful day in Cassidy's.
What's this?
Take care, you are soaked in water.
I always thought it'd be cool if they had like a hydra just come up out of here, out of nowhere.
If you lose your way, you need but consult your map.
I'll dispel the ailment. Soaked to the bone.
Small caves such as these off hold sometimes.
Your ills are cured.
I'll dispel the ailment.
The Caverns
Treasure,
of
perhaps?
Delusion. Usually have an adventurer's cloak over here. Sometimes you have a bucket helmet. Barreled helmet, I mean. Alright. Here's the Cave of Delusions. Cavern of Delusions, I should say. And here's where we're going to stop it. I'm going to put down the port crystal. And that's this episode of Dragon's Dogma Showcase. Once again, I'll go to Grand Soren, drop off some stuff, maybe rest, do some other things, and when I come back, we'll head towards Bloodwater Beach and Conqueror's Sanctuary, and we'll go up around this way over here. Alright, but that's this episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.